Okay, as we've heard from Joy this morning, the Grand Rapids Art Museum getting ready to celebrate Diana, and they're actually not the only ones, not the only places getting ready.
Yeah, no celebration would be complete without music, especially one that has such a royal occasion.
That's right. We've asked some talented people to join us this morning. Dr. Martin Neary and Scott Bosher, musical director for the Grand Rapids Choir of Men and Boys.
And we also have some of the boys from the choir. All of you are getting ready for a very big engagement that's actually happening this weekend. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this Friday at St. Andrew's Cathedral, the Grand Rapids Choir of Men and Boys will be presenting a program called Music for Royal Occasions, and it's going to be music from lots of different royal occasions, but focusing primarily on Princess Diana. And the first half will focus on the wedding music, and the second half will focus on the music from the funeral, which Dr. Neary planned and directed with his Westminster Abbey Choir, now recreating that music here with our choir in Grand Rapids.
That must have been such a difficult time. We were just talking about the suddenness of her passing and how you had to prepare this service and this music through just such tremendous grief.
Yes, and I think that sense of grief just took everybody almost by surprise because it was on such an enormous scale. And it wasn't just in England, but it was worldwide. And I think it was very important that somehow we had a service which reflected the sort of international feeling. It wouldn't just be a straight service in the normal Episcopal way, but really it had extra ingredients. So we had this wonderful piece of John Tavener, Song for Athene, which we're singing on Friday. And of course, there was the other unexpected ingredient of Elton John.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, Dr. Neary, music has been a big part of your life. How can you explain to us here in America the role that music has played in some of these amazing royal traditions that you've been able to be a part of during your career?
Well, it goes back 1,000 years. I mean, the interesting thing about the coronation is that the basic structure of the service has remained the same for all that time. And it's inspired composers to write some of their most exhilarating and fantastic music. I mean, there's a piece on Friday we're doing, Zadok the Priest, which the choristers behind me love. Don't you? Zadok the Priest. And, you know, there is a sort of feeling of when you're a kid, of taking part in something which is grown up but really thrilling, because what these boys are doing at this point, is something which actually they are unique to do. It's almost like a young Olympic athlete, you know, a 12-year-old swimmer. They can do something, and they can do it, and they can get a sense of pride. And it's fantastic that this man, Scott Bosher, has actually brought this possibility back to Grand Rapids. The choir's now in its 21st anniversary.
Which is great. Yeah, and Scott, these boys are representative of people who are boys who participated in your summer camp.
That's right, and they come from schools all over Grand Rapids, as well as home schools and as far away as Rockford and Holland, so we've got boys from all over West Michigan.
Ages 7 to 14.
That's right.
That's remarkable.
And fathers of the boys. We have 6 fathers singing with their sons this year, which is really wonderful, too.
That's wonderful. Okay, Friday's concert, no charge to it. It's at St. Andrew's Cathedral.
That's right.
It's going to be beautiful. Would you perform?
Why don't we?
Okay.
Oh, we'd love to
What will
hear
they be
it.
singing?
Well, one of the things we're going to sing is that piece which Scott talked about, I Would Be True, the lovely Irish tune. And so we'll see now how beautifully the boys do it.
All
Wonderful.
right. Thank you.
I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those that care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. I would be free, of all the friendless. I would be giving a full and long gift. I would be I would look on, laugh, love, and live.
Great job.